Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a show specifically that's on Amazon Prime, and that is Spider-Noir, right? So this show, it's with Ben Riley, a seasoned, down on his luck private investigator in the 1930s New York, is forced to grapple with his past life following a deeply personal tragedy as the city's one and only superhero. And Spider-Noir, voiced by Nicolas Cage, now is played by Nicolas Cage. And if you didn't know, Spider Noir, he's from like these like different variations of comics from Spider Man from Marvel Comics, and basically he became super popular in the last couple of years because of Spider Man Into the Spider Verse, and especially because it was voiced by Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage. He is an actor where I am always so willing to see him in any movie or show. And anytime he just appears anywhere, you just recognize him. You just recognize that voice. You recognize his his like facial patterns, his recognition. He reminds me of Jim Carrey in a way, where you just kind of like, oh, you just know who that is. And Nicolas Cage is one of those actors that I just love to see. But Spider Noir, it also has, let's see, you got Nicolas Cage, Lamorne Morris, where I only know him from New Girl, which is awesome, great show. Lee Jun Lee, oh, she was in, I believe she was in that one movie. Oh, what's it called? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Whoa, let's see. Where are you? Babylon, guys. If you have not seen Babylon, fantastic movie by Damien Chazelle. Not Chappelle. Damien Chazelle, though. That one was really good, guys. Then you got Karen Rodriguez. She plays the secretary for Spider Noir. Abraham Papula. He plays Tombstone. You got Jack Hudson, who plays Flint, Sandman. Brendan Gleeson, Silvermane. And then you got where's the other guy? Where's that one guy that I recognize from Disney? Was it Disney? Yeah, it was Disney Channel. Andrew Lewis Cadwell that plays Dirk. He's supposed to be Electro. He's called something else in the show, but I was like, that guy looks so familiar. Why did he look so familiar? There's a reason. Because I'm pretty sure he was in Disney Channel. Where was he? I'm pretty sure it was Hannah Montana, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna find it real quick. Just give me 1 minute. Come on, just load. Just load. Just load, please. I guess he was in Henry Danger. Matrix Resurrections. Let's see. I know you were in Hannah Montana. I knew it. He was in Hannah Montana, guys. I wasn't wrong. And that's pretty much all the ones that I know him from. Yeah, he just had a really recognizable face. I was like, you look so familiar. But other than that, what in this show we got? I think it was like 8 episodes in it. They're all pretty much an hour long each. Overall, this show was pretty good. Honestly, they did a great job for trying to handle such a big IP, I would say, and such a popular character as Spider-Man is, but just basically Spider Noir. They definitely. The one thing I was only worried about is how could it be so different from other things that we've seen, even not just from the movies, but also from the animated series too. And they definitely had their own foot in this project because it's definitely different. There's still same elements as any other one. You still have same like villains that Spider-Man has faced. Spider-Man just being his own, like having his own powers and everything as well. But it definitely has its own unique placement in this world, and it's so fascinating because you definitely follow Spider Noir as a detective, and you basically get to see him in like this very like Sherlock Holmes feel, and especially because it has this option while watching it where you can watch it in color and in black and white. I personally watched it in black and white. There were certain episodes I went back to seeing again because I was like, I kind of want to see it in color. And honestly, to me, I think it's because the black and white works so well just because of the way the script was written and a lot of the characters how they were speaking. It just speak. the black and white just enhances that feeling of like, yeah, this definitely belongs in the early 1900s, just in the 1930s, and I think it just works so much better that way than it did in color. Don't get me wrong, in color it still looks amazing, right? But I think in black and white you don't really notice the lack of CGI in this movie because or not movie, TV show. This it just it works better that way. And so if you can definitely watch it in black and white, I highly recommend watching it in black and white. But Nicolas Cage does a great job, obviously, as Spider Noir. It's just so funny to see him playing Spider Man. I just never thought that it would happen. I'm not gonna lie, but what is this? His third time playing a superhero? Because he did Superman technically, guys, technically, and then he also did Ghost Rider, which is crazy. Ghost Rider's not really a superhero, but we'll talk about that later. I'd say he's a vigilante. He does what he wants to do. But overall, it's just crazy how he's like just basically having all these characters that he's playing, like these well-known characters in a sense, which is amazing to see. But let's see. I would say my favorite. I'm gonna say my three favorite episodes out of this whole series was episode 4 for sure, and then in the last two episodes, episode 7 and episode 8. Episode 6 was pretty good. I really enjoyed the backstory of how everyone got their powers too, and you got to see the different variations of either like creatures becoming these people with powers, and like how the powers were being utilized too. The fight sequences were great as well, and overall, I thought the show was pretty good. It was kind of slow in the beginning, I would say, because it's just basically just building up to all these characters and like the story behind it and the world too. I like the very beginning of the episode where he kind of just like, oh, I don't remember talking about like some universe, like kind of hinting at the fact that he was a part of Into the Spider Verse, which was really funny. But it definitely just goes back into the well, this is my story and this is his story, right? And I really enjoyed it. I really hope we get another season or two of this, just because I definitely love seeing Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir. My only worry is if what I don't know. It's like it's kind of obvious that they can use stunt doubles for Nicolas Cage, but to me, it's like how it's like basically seeing like a tired esque Spider-Man, right? And you're just seeing him trying to utilize his powers, and there's only so much you can do, especially with the action sequences, because that's not what made it so interesting. To me, what made this show so interesting is also the villains. The villains in this show, which is always usually the case. Silvermane, the actor, what's his name again? Brendan Gleeson. Just Silvermane alone, I thought he did great. Anytime he showed up on screen, you definitely felt his presence on every single episode, and so I genuinely loved that. I think that was like my favorite aspect too, besides just Spider Noir himself, but Silvermane as well. So I really hope that it just really focus on the characters and just keep growing the story along the way, and we just get to see that. Overall, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys want to see more, what was your favorite parts of this show? Just let me know down there. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.